Graeme, welcome to RaithTV. I know you've been a watcher over many years, but we've got a wee feature coming up on yourself. Tell the viewers and the listeners, why have we got together? What's your special link to Raith Rovers?
Well, I guess the point of interest is 25 years ago there was a wee boy who walked out on the pitch with the team on that cup final, and I was lucky enough to be him.
And how did that come about, mascot of the cup final, the biggest day arguably in our entire history?
Well, the BBC ran a competition for both sides, a goal of the season, a goal of the tournament, pardon me, and of course I just entered for all of them.
Every single goal?
Yeah, well the truth is my mum did, so I owe her for that, and yeah, it turned out to be Paul Kane, I believe, yeah. And not that it matters at all. So yeah, I won, and don't remember how we found out, but we had set the video for Ali McCoy's reading out the winners' names. So yeah, it was good. The Tuesday before it, we were in here, up in the main stand. It's the first time I'd been up there, and there's family photos of me, wide-eyed, I can't believe it. And then I'm sat in beside all the rest of the squad. They've got the blue Coke can t-shirts on, and I had my own cup final strip and everything. So yeah, Chick Young interviewed me, tried to make a fool of me.
There's always a down point to every story.
Yeah, but fantastic experience, and yeah, I didn't know I was born really as a fan. Didn't thought this is how good it's always going to be.
How did you get to the cup final? Did you travel in the team bus? Did you travel through individually and meet them there? Well,
part of the prize was Coca put us up in the Moat House Hotel, which was swanky by my 10-year-old standards anyway. And yeah, so the night before we all went through, the family, and then on the Sunday it was a tour of Ibrox from John Gregg, eat lunch and so on, and then the full experience on the pitch, walking out with the teams and so on.
Tell us about that memory of walking out with the team. Who led you out? Did anybody have a wise word with you?
Gordon Dalziel was the captain on the day, and yeah, he didn't let any of his nerves show. I suppose he transferred them all onto me. And yeah, the noise as you walked out was incredible, and I'd been there for I think a Scotland game and maybe a Rovers game, the infamous Ferguson game actually, when I was wee. But when you're in the middle, the noise is different, and it was incredible.
What about the kind of line up and the handshakes and such like before the game? Any memories of
that? You might have read this in my memories, which I jotted down, but I do remember shaking hands with Paul McStay and thinking, I'm going to squeeze his hand. And I think he may have just laughed. And I was supposed to.
Incredibly nice man. He's been here on duty since then.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, it was nice to see him come back for Ronnie Coyle's match. That was great. Yeah, and I got the mascot privilege of shooting to Scott Thompson. I took it a little bit too seriously, I think, and then running off after the handshakes and so on, up to the corner of the ground instead of back down the tunnel. And Daz was trying to say, no, back this way. Thought I was confused, but no, I had to run off. So it was great to get the applause from the fans who were.
You head up to the main stand to watch the match?
We were in the Govan stand, weren't we? Everybody, yeah. So just like. The rest of my match experience was the same as everybody else.
And what do you remember of the match itself? Is the mind playing tricks on you?
Yeah, I mean it's something when you watch things back, they start to blend with your own memories, don't they? And it's sometimes a blur, but certainly I remember the first goal and just disbelief. Thought, how dare we? And you start to wonder, is it really going to happen? And obviously we got brought back down to earth, but. The thrills, and we had Celtic fans either side of us, so me and my younger brother were probably a wee bit wee for that, and we did move. So by the time the end came around, yeah, we're a bit further away from the penalties, but just having Rovers people around you was the best.
What's the lasting memory? Is there a wee bit of memorabilia? You still got that T-shirt with a Coke can? What's the one thing that pulled you back?
I had the referee's £1 coin in an envelope. And then one day on hard times in my teens I spent it.
Did you spend it on something wise?
Something terrible. Probably a milkshake or something. Awful.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, you're right.
What about your life as one of us? The one thing that we're all delighted to have in common is just being a Raith Rovers fan. What other games stand out for you? What other players grab your attention?
Oh, my favourite at the time was Danny Lennon, and I was glad to give him his mention on in my BBC interview. Chick Young laughed as if I didn't know he was injured, and I remember seeing him at Ibrox the day of the game, with Jimmy Nicholl consoling him on the pitch. He was still in his suit. That's quite a poignant photo we've got just from our privileged position up in the box. And but in later years, Tony Rougier, like everybody, made you feel like anything could happen, especially as a young guy. You'd go to the game believing that anything could happen today. That's what football's all about.
Coming back to now, what do you think the team of this vintage think we'll get a good chance this year?
We did. It's gotten a little bit harder. We've been had a lot of terrible luck with injuries. Maybe that's slightly improving recently, but I wouldn't want to be in John's position having to deal with those setbacks. But my friends and I, we've been delighted to see, like say, Grant Anderson come back as well, and we sponsored his away shirt. Delighted to do that, and yeah, even the players that are left fit and able, I think we have got a shout. Falkirk are in disarray. Why not?
Would you be anything other than a Raith Rovers fan if you had the choice?
How could you? How could you possibly?